Hi everybody, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I'm going to talk about housing price and the effect of housing price as a barometer on the economy. So I thought we'll get Anand's insight in this. Why housing prices are a good indicator of how the global economy is doing. They're saying there's a global housing price slump which is coming on.
See, India is a different kettle of fish. We are not discussing India at all.
Yes,
Worldwide, real estate prices are reasonable in the sense that the cost of rent, that is the yield you will get on a real estate, will be better than the government yield.
correct. That's a motivation to
So that is the
invest.
motivation to really invest in real estate. So, what was driving this entire bubble from 2006 till yesterday was that housing would be made cheap. Everybody can buy houses. So they made interest rates zero and people could buy houses. In 2008, there was the very famous case of Ninja loans. No income, no jobs
Correct.
loans. So you could take a loan,
Correct.
have no jobs, no income, still get your loan out. That would be taken by the bank, made into, sliced into some notes,
They'll make
and
salad out of it. Put it
yeah,
inside the
salad
kuttu
and make
parota
it
thing.
into a banking instrument and
Hybrid,
send it
yes.
back to pensioners.
Correct.
The ninja guy would flip the house, repay the loan, and get to the next. Till the point that housing prices kept soaring, soaring, soaring. That inside the movie Inside
Correct.
Job,
Inside job.
tells you the story of how this bubble burst. Immediately, rates went up for some time. Labor rates came back to zero. Again, they bought it when rates went to zero. Real estate hit it up because I'm getting 0% in the bank.
Correct.
I can borrow at 1%.
You're incentivized to borrow.
I'm incentivized to borrow at 0% or 1% and lend it at 4% and get the money back. Now, what has happened is money has not was roaming in the banking system. Pandemic forced governments to gift it to the middle class, lower middle class. So everybody is flushed with cash.
True.
Yesterday, a client called me from England. He has a loan with 1% for 3 years locked in, and then floating increase
Post that.
post that. And it's a 10-year COVID emergency loan. He has got it at 50,000 pounds, British pounds. He has got. He has 50,000 British pounds to pledge. So these are the plus there have been dollops of aids given to everybody. So everybody went out and spent the money. There was a supply mismatch, and the prices went up. China decided a zero COVID policy, made it even more worse. Things went up. People started pushing up wages, and you had the inflationary spiral. Now the Fed has slammed hard on the brakes. The Bank of England has slammed hard on the brakes. So you thought you were borrowing for 0% on 1%. Suddenly the mortgage rates have gone up to 5%. That is, if I borrowed 1 million,
Correct.
I didn't have to pay any interest. I was just repaying the loan
Principle.
principal or 1% at most. Now for a million, I have to pay 5%.
Correct.
That makes most of these developments unviable. People who are thinking of buying a loan will not buy a loan because their salaries are the same, not really gone up,
True.
though they are demanding more wages, and the repayments have become much bigger. So people cannot afford to buy houses. There is no demand, and the price has started to slump. This is true in Australia. This is true in England. This is true in all Western nations, and especially America. Why is housing very important? Housing is very important because it keep creating jobs. There are a whole series of jobs. The guy who mortgage originator is a guy who sells you the loan. So he's in a job. There's a real estate agent who sells you the property. Then there's a building planner, contractor, labor. Everybody is involved.
Then, of course, the construction itself, the builder.
Everything is involved. So it's a job creator. The second most important thing in this is there is a wealth effect. If I perceive that the value of my house is continuously going up, then my equity, I call it equity, because loans are never settled till you die.
It
You will
keeps
die with
running.
a mortgage loan.
Correct.
your inheritors' problem.
Correct.
So the equity is what you own, and the mortgage is what the bank owns. So everybody has a home equity. Very few percentage of population has a fully paid home. Very few percentage. Some fools like Buffett and some immigrants. First or second generation immigrants. Third generation immigrants will also have mortgages. Now this home equity is what gives you wealth effect. As the price keeps on going up, the home equity increases. You think I'm very wealthy. I'm extraordinarily rich.
This false notion.
That's a notion. If I sell the house, I'll get so much.
But you can never sell the house.
No, you can't.
Yes.
So bankers got clever. They refinanced it. So suppose you bought a house for $1 million and you had $50,000 as your money. The house goes up to $2 million. Then you have $1,050,000.
So they're extracting value from.
So they'll say the next 1 million is your equity. We'll give you another 500,000 for you to spend. That is home equity. Now all those chickens are coming home to roost.
Because the interest rates are going up.
So the house which was 2 million is now worth 1.7 million. The moment it becomes 1.5 million, the bank will foreclose it. So the bank will take its.
So all this extra finance they gave on equity.
So this they have to pay, settle immediately.
Wow.
So this is called as wealth effect. You think you have money in the bank and you try to start spending it, which is not actually, it's an illusionary thing, because this illusionary value or increase in wealth has been created by activist monetary policy by keeping the value of
the dollar
currency, not only currency, the value of loans zero.
Correct. Flushing the current, putting more money. Basically.
Putting more money. Now to curb insurance, instead of zero cost, in curb inflation, you have pushed up the cost of money to 5%. And that is really hurting. It's already 4.25. I'm saying 5% because next week is going to, or the week after, he is going to increase it by another 0.75.
This effect is throughout the globe, it's happening.
It's happening across the globe.
Yes.
And so the first thing that hurts in the real estate is new property, new starts as they call it.
Correct.
New projects starting will crash.
Yes.
Existing home loans will, home sales will crash. Then finally, if it is bad, then foreclosures will happen. So you saw that all. The Fed said the highest rate would be 4.6. Now they are going to make it 3.7 to 4 on third. But now another one Fed guy has said, I will not be surprised if it hits 5 in the first 2 months of the year. So if it's 5, then mortgages are going to be 6.5. And most prices move on expectations.
Correct.
And so people expect the rate to increase further, and there'll be a further slump in home prices. If you want to curb inflation, the first place where you touch is home.
So if you're planning to invest in real estate now, it's the best time to wait and watch.
If you're planning to invest abroad, you go home, take a vacation, come back after 6 months, and then we will review things.
Very good. Anyway, I hope you guys got some insight into how home prices and the global economy are related, and how it gives you an idea on what's happening.
Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like the content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.